Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Southern Iowa, and the first thing you're going to think of your loyal YouTube watcher is, where the heck have you been? It has been a month since you've posted a harvest video. I've had a pretty big issue. Well, what's not an issue is that sunrise right there. Man, that's a nice looking sunrise. I'm not sick, nobody got hurt, nothing along those lines. So realistically, the issue's only an issue when it comes to YouTubing. This fall, I bought a couple extra GoPros to give one to Jake, give one to Andrew, plus the drone footage, everything along those lines. And to edit a video, you got to compile all that stuff together and put it on one of these. This is a 5 terabyte hard drive. Ready? Oh no, my coffee! You spilled! You spilled! Go on, get on your side. You don't like your paws getting wet? No joke. Guess what I don't like? My coffee being spilled. Everybody needs a blue healer. Well, no caffeine today, huh, bud? Bandit just turned 8 years old. So you're gonna be an old pup. What happened was, hard drive stopped communicating with my computer because you have to compile all those videos together to try and bring you guys as good of a harvest video experience as I can get. And Molly ran it up to a data recovery place in Des Moines. They said a week, then they pushed it for another week, then they pushed it for another week, and then they said it needed more of a repair because something physically went wrong into it. Okay, to spend a bunch of money to try and get this back. I know, I can hear the data people. 1 is none and not 2 is 1 yelling at the screen right now. Said 8 years of YouTube and filled probably 8 of these hard drives and have never had an issue with them. But basically, instead of writing off all those videos because the data recovery place said they were very confident they could get me my data back, I just waited on them. Now we're a month later, and I figured I'd be rolling out my 3 harvest videos that I had on there with all the cool drone footage and everything that's happened, and just explain to you that that's why they were late. But got word last night that my data is not recoverable, because that's basically like all of my 2025 footage gone. But that's where we've been. I'll recap with you guys as much harvest as I can. I do have some footage. Anyways, Jake, what are we doing this morning?
We are going to Millerton.
Why are we going to Millerton?
Because you said we were.
Yep, we're going to Millerton because I need to go see how to get through the new place together. Neither one of us have, and instead of one of us going and explaining to the other one, we're just going a little bit early with like 600-700 bushels of beans on. Hold on to that. Too many Hans, not for steer. Depot up here new. Actually, it's a rail stub. I got a feeling a lot of beans will probably come over here to Millerton now. And hopefully corn. We'll see how their basis stays compared to hauling at 40 miles to Cargill. These windows are dirty, Jake.
You would think the truck driver would wash them.
I think I just need one of these at the inside right here. I don't even think you'll have to get out here. I think they're gonna dump you here. And they've got a pile going on. They even send you a ticket. That's pretty freaking nifty. I need to get this bridge right here figured out. Just tell you what, 2 big dudes with 8 full breakfast ain't fitting through there together. Ain't happening. Yeah, so my quad's on the grain cart. Dad's quad's had continual issues. Hopefully they're sorted out now. We did have an issue with the hydraulic hose, and well, here you guys go. Well, go watch that. Sounds like we got a hydraulic oil leak. Can you tell if it's the big hose or the little hose?
Right here?
No, not here. Get it out back or out of the way. Get it over here.
In the ground?
No, on the gravel. I think we found our hole. Had to cut the protective sleeve off of there. It was like not doing its job apparently, and it's gonna need to go back up in there and find something to keep the hoses away from that. But I was hoping it was one of these smaller hoses. Jake was able to reach his arm up and in and feel up in there, and yep, it's the big hose, and that sucker goes. This is going to be like a $1,000+ hose, guaranteed. Jake thought we were having a very easy, boring day. He thought of that, and the universe gave us something to do. That's what happened.
I've accomplished a lot of mowing today.
Well, if you didn't think it, I thought it, and so it's one of our two's fault. Is that just leaking what's in the...
I think so.
Just in time to get the last drop.
Here's the people.
Okay, I'll go get you a rope and some... Ready?
Yep.
What's the verdict? Oh, crikey! Look at this. This right here is a certified Iowa cornfield snake. You can tell that she's pissed off by how wet it is. You guys might be like, how the heck are you guys still on beans? Well, without a hard drive, you guys would have seen this. Is that we shelled all our corn acres before we, well, all but my pumpkin patch, before we did anything else. And when you see the corn that's at the pumpkin patch right now, it was a good idea. But one of the things that we did do this year, which was also on that hard drive stuff, was the Better Yield, Better Deal trial, and I need to go over with you guys what I learned from that trial. There was a lot, so here you go. What the Better Yield, Better Deal trial is Syngenta putting their money where their mouth is. Your herbicide program and fungicide program versus Syngenta's herbicide and fungicide program. I think one of the biggest benefits to the Better Yield, Better Deal trial is having an agronomist with you all year to come down, look at your crops, talk with them, what they're seeing, learn some things. I mean, there's a big opportunity there to learn. All these are going to be from the Better Yield, Better Deal will be in a playlist for you guys to check out. Pre-emergence was Storin. So Storin has a MetaSafe crop safener, which makes it unique on the market. It did its job. What I learned about Storin for the year is if you are a guy that maybe sprays for other guys and you're worried about, you know, resprays and things like that, I think Storin's going to give you the best weed control. I also think that if you have a lot of acres to cover or problematic acres, Storin is possibly a product that you want to look at. Our post-emergent pass came back and we had Halix GT. Halix GT was a little bit different for me this year because of the way it has a different kind of a reverse mixing order than you would typically load your sprayer. It's one in a jug type of thing. It worked really good, did exactly what it said it was supposed to do. The biggest thing that we're going to learn from this year is the effect of fungicide in an extreme disease year. We got absolutely hammered by southern rust here. Some of the hybrids that I've had out there were affected way more by southern rust than other hybrids. A hybrid that was in this trial is one of those that did get its butt kicked by southern rust. There's no doubt about it. For the fungicide on the Better Yield, Better Deal in action trial, we used Miravis Neo. We used the 13.7 fluid ounces. We were really pretty close on timing for fungicide. Diseases this year were extremely early. Checking the fields, we will say that Miravis Neo definitely had better control on southern rust over against what I was comparing it to. I'll let you guys infer what maybe another premium product would have been that I had on the other side of the fence. And I would also visually say that it had better control of tar spot as well. But honestly, even with fungicide applications this year, the disease still came ripping through stuff. I think this winter there's going to be a lot of chat about maybe double applications of fungicides when disease pressures are these high, maybe even timing of fungicide. That Miravis Neo did with it good. 3 modes of action, Adepidyn technology, that it's probably the top of the premium products. I had some test strips out there for fungicide. I've harvested those and I've got yield results for you. One strip trial was in the neighborhood of about 30 bushels, 30 to 35 bushels, depending upon where I moved my marker from, of a yield difference this year. The other trial was closer to 50 bushels an acre. And something that I'd always said, you know, spray fungicide on every acre, every year, because of an adage that I heard that every year, maybe sometimes the fungicide is a little hard to pencil. But there's going to be that one year that you sprayed your fungicide on and it pencils really well, and it's going to cover you for all of the rest of the years that you apply fungicide. I think that if you get the chance to do the better yield, better deal trial, I would do it. Compare your products that you're using to Syngenta's products. Learn with an agronomist. Thanks to Syngenta and Zach, it was fun getting to learn this year with you guys. Back to the combine. Dad's pulling back in. He's going to put the beans onto me. Oh yeah, apparently he's just going to take the beans over. So, makes sense too. The 9670's been the main horse so far this year. We did have a breakdown with it before we got a rain out. And basically I was cutting beans, and part of the guide that the feeder house chain rides on shucked out, and at night had to unplug the feeder house and figured out that a whole bunch of stuff went through the combine that shouldn't have gone through the combine. Plugged the feed accelerator, all the yummy stuff. I have one clip of that. Turn the feeder on. Turn it off. Turn it all off. Andrew's been running this cart mainly, so I've either been in the combine or trucking. So Andrew's been our cart operator, so I'm not like super quick at this right now. I've only got 11,000 pounds on, so this will take a second. We've only had one grain spill. Sorry, Andrew, that footage was not lost. Here you go. Andrew found a rabbit head on top of the new grain bin. I'm guessing a bird of prey, and now a dog of prey had itself a rabbit snack.
Getting ready to put the first partial load of beans in the new grain bin. You backed her up a little too far. I gotta pull her up. That hurts. Hitting you in the face. Oh no! I forgot this one unloads a lot faster than the old 1040. Made a little boo-boo. Not very happy about it. I really think there's very little financial loss in this situation. There's gonna be some sweat equity invested in cleaning it up, but it could have been worse. My bad.
I've been broke, been bruised, been used. Had folks talking like they know my shoes. Ain't no saint, I've raised some hell, but I learned my peace where my demons dwell. I quit chasing ghosts that don't pay rent, quit worrying about the ones who went. Now I walk my road, dust on my boots, singing my truth, whatever it roots. Cause I don't give a damn who don't like me. This world spins fast and time ain't free. We're all just sparks in the midnight sky, fading out slow, saying goodbye. So pour that whiskey, let it burn fine. Laugh at the scars that prove I'm alive. We're all just living on borrowed time. Had some lovers, lost some friends. Some stories start, some just end. Every tear I shed done washed me clean of all them fake folks and broken dreams. Now don't beg, I don't chase, don't need no crown, I got my grace. Life's too short to wear a mask, so I'll say my piece and sip my flask. Cause I don't give a damn who don't like me. This world spins fast and time ain't free. We're all just sparks in the midnight sky, fading out slow, saying goodbye. So pour that whiskey, let it burn fine. Laugh at the scars that prove I'm alive. We're all just living on borrowed time. Yeah, the clock don't stop, it don't rewind. You blink and you're 40, damn near blind. So love who you love and cuss when you need. Be your own man, that's all you can be. I don't give a damn who don't like me. Made my peace, my soul set free. We're all just sparks in a stormy sky, burning out bright before we die. So raise that glass, let it hit just right. Here's to the truth and the dirt and the fight. Yeah, we're all just living on borrowed time. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Well, we were able to finish up here last night. That gets you guys caught up on where we're at in harvest. So I apologize that we had a hard drive failure. So to everybody that normally watches, and we're back on schedule. See you in the next one.